today we're going to continue our lesson on slope. Remember, slope is rise over run, up over. Yesterday we found slope off of a line where you would have to find dots where it crossed at an intersection point. You would have to know how much you're going up, how much you're going over, what your rise is, and what your run is. All right, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today, I've got 2 points here, all right? And I need to figure out what my slope is. Somebody give me an idea for a way that I can figure that out. Ken? Make a graph, okay? So you could make a graph, and you'd go to the point 5, 8, right 5, up 8. You'd go to the point 7, 12. You'd draw the line. You'd make the triangle and see how much you're going up and over. How many of you guys love making graphs? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right? I don't really like them too much either. So how many of you guys would be interested in doing something other than this? I would too. All right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use what I have termed the slope-o-matic. All right? Slope-o-matic, like automatic, it's a slope-o-matic. So I would like everybody to draw this on your whiteboards. Okay? Now, just so you know, slope-o-matic is not a commonly accepted mathematical term. If you walk into Mr. Hamilton's class next year and you say slope-o-matic, he's going to think you're crazy. And for heaven's sake, if you go to college one day and you're sitting in a math class, don't raise your hand and say, yeah, my teacher taught me to use the slope-o-matic. Please don't do that. They will think that I'm crazy, okay? Don't do that. But that's what I call it, slope-o-matic. I like this thing. It kind of sounds nice, all right? Slope-o-matic. Here's what I want to do. The equation for finding slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, all right? Now, how many of you guys does this make sense to? Yeah, but really? I think you're lying. I think you're lying. All right? You think you understand that? All right. If you understand that, you are way ahead of where I would have been in 7th grade. All right? Anybody in favor of me making this a little bit easier? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with our slope-o-matic right here. And I'm going to, first of all, connect my x's like this. All right? I'm going to connect my y's like this. Can everybody do that? The x's, draw it on the bottom. The y's are on the top. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 8 minus 12. So just in here in these two numbers, 8 and 12. Down here, 5 and 7. Kyle, that's really what you thought that meant? That's awesome, man. Very, very nice job. All right? And then let's just figure this out. 8 minus 12. Trevor, I've got a positive 8 and a negative 12. Where am I going to be?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. On the bottom, I've got a positive 5 and a negative 7. Alejandro, if I come up 5 and I go back 7, negative 2. All right, let's simplify this. Kenton, a negative over a negative is a positive. And Janelle, 4 over 2 reduces to what?
2 over 1.
2 over 1, which is 2. 2 over 1, which is 2. So my answer is just going to be 2. All right? Up here, put your x's, draw the line connecting them on the bottom. Connect your y's on the top. Now, let's use the slope-o-matic. On the top is going to be 6 minus 27. On the bottom, 4 minus 11. 6 minus 27. So everybody work that for me. Now that it's set up, work that on your whiteboard. See if you can find an answer. And remember, when you find slope, reduce the fraction, but don't change it into a mixed number. Leave it as improper. this one is going to be a whole number. Okay, Teresa, what is 6 minus 27? Negative 21. Kyle, positive 4, negative 11?
Negative 7.
Negative 7. Sabrina, a negative over a negative is a?
Positive.
And Zara, 21 divided by 7 is?
3.
3. So your slope is 3. Okay. This next one, set up your slope-o-matic. Now x's are on the bottom, y's are on the top. Set that up and solve it. Remember, reduce it, but don't change it into a mixed number. Simplify it, reduce it, but don't make it a mixed number. Okay, so when I do this, I'm going to have 6 minus 16 and 2 minus 5. Alex, 6 minus 16?
Negative 10.
Negative 10. Ileana, 2 minus 5?
3. Negative 3.
Negative 3. Janice, a negative over a negative is positive. And that cannot be reduced any further. Your answer is 10/3. Everybody try this one. What is the slope between those 2 points? Okay, put your x's on the bottom, your y's on the top. Carl, what minus what on the top?
12 minus 6.
12 minus 6 on the top. And Linda, on the bottom? 4 minus 8. And Adam, what's 12 minus 6? 6. And Colin, what is 4 minus 8?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. And Cheyenne, reduce this for me. Negative 3 over 2. Now, I want everybody to see this. I want to make sure everybody understands. I'm going to write this 3 different ways. They're all going to be the same. This is the same as this is the same as this. It doesn't matter where that negative is written. Top, middle, or bottom. it is all the same. Alright? It's all the same. Let's do some negative numbers real quick. Let's just work those in. Do the top middle. Top middle. Do that one for me. Be very careful as you're subbing these in. Actually, everybody sub them in first, and then wait, and we'll double check with each other before you solve it. All right. Now, I'm going to start with my slope-o-matic. What minus what, Calvin? Okay, negative 6 minus 27. Now, here's the tricky part. Jordan, on the bottom, what minus what?
4 minus negative 11.
Okay, very good. Now watch this. Everybody watch it. This minus this. Everybody see this. 4 minus negative 11. All right? So, minus negative, Nathan, minus negative is?
Plus positive.
Plus positive. Okay? Figure that out. Okay, be careful. You should not have a 21 written down anywhere on your board. You do not have a 21 anywhere on your board. All right. On the top, I've got a negative 6 and a negative 27. Janae, if I go back 6 and back 27 more, where am I? Negative 33. All right. And Skylar, 4 plus 11 is? 15. All right, Trevor, last one. I can divide both these by 3. What's that going to be?
11.
Negative 11. And 15 divided by 3 is?
5.
5. All right. So your answer is negative 11 fifths. Go ahead and put your markers and whiteboards away. Please leave any extras at the back. And please quietly work on this for the rest of the period.